Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about 5 projects I expect to do really well in the month of December. Now, this year has gone so quickly. December already. Now, December is a really exciting month. We're expecting, some price discovery, some euphoria, throughout the month of December. So, really exciting things ahead in our opinion. I'm not going to call out the same projects that I, tend to call out a lot that I do believe in. So outside of the 5 that I'm calling out today, I still think Multivac's going to do really well this month. Cardano is going to do well this month, although I think it's going to do even better in January. I'm going to call out the likes of Harmony. I think that's going to do really well. VeChain's going to do really well. But I kind of wanted to do a video with some other projects that I also think are going to do really well, that some we're invested in, some we're not, right? So if you like this sort of content, mash up that like button. It really does support the channel, and it pushes out the video to like-minded individuals, so people that don't know about Cheeky Crypto might stumble across us. So we really do appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Not only are we going to go through these 5 projects that I've called out, we're going to have a look at the artificial intelligence on advice.io, which is an impartial rating platform, which is immense because there's no human intervention. It's pure AI and machine learning. So we're going to have a look at that. So you won't just get my opinion, you'll get AI and machine learning, rating system sort of update on each of these projects also. So anyway, I'm going to stop babbling on. Let's get straight into it, down to the desktop. Okay, so Origin Protocol. Now, I am really excited about these projects that I'm calling out today. I do think they're going to do really, really well. I mean, if we sort of pull this onto the 3-month, I mean, this has been as high as, over $1. Let's sort of have a look down here. What's the all-time high? All-time high, $3.39. Obviously, that was probably in a previous bull run. Yeah, back no, actually it was back in August, right? Probably when all the NFTs and stuff were kicking off. So yeah, fantastic looking project, right? And if we go down here, so it's selling NFTs on your own terms, really interesting. The team is a stacked team with people that have worked at PayPal, YouTube. It's a phenomenal team, right? And the tech stack behind it is pretty good also. But the thing that really interests me the most, and I think is another element that's going to do really well, is they have their own stable coin. So this is a stable coin that you can make a yield on, but the stable coin never leaves your wallet. Yeah, and the APY at the moment is 25.5%. Let me just say that again, 25.5%. Like, this project's going to do well, in my opinion. But do let me know in the comments below, whether you agree or disagree. And also let me know what 5 projects you're going to call out for this month, the month of December. Where we're going to see euphoria and all this wonderful stuff. Really interested to know. So let's have a look at the artificial intelligence and see what that's saying. So overall, it's given it a B1 rating, which is recently increased. The 7-day change is 1.17%. The AMI-HAD ratio is A2, so that's spot on. You got your Sharpe ratio is a rating of D, so that is pulling it down. You've got profitability, A1, so it's very profitable. Peak end value demand, C2, so that is pulling it down a little bit. The moving average is A2, so that's pretty healthy. And then your fear and greed index is A3. So there's a couple of things pulling it down, but I'm not concerned by those. Over the month of the course of the month, I expect this one to do really, really well. But do let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts, and go do some research. Don't just get into these projects because I'm calling them out, right? I'm not a financial advisor. Right, let's move on. Cosmos, so down 3.95%. Again, I think this one's going to do really well. If we sort of go have a look at, previous all-time high was 44.70 and we're at 27.42. Again, I expect this one to do really, really well. Just have a look at some of the projects that are utilizing Cosmos, right? The internet of blockchains. Cosmos is an ever expanding ecosystem of interconnected apps and services built on a decentralized future. So yeah, really interesting. I'm not going to sort of get into each of these projects in too much detail, but again, another one that I think is going to do really, really well with some of the other protocols that are running on Cosmos, right? So it's currently a C2 on 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗪.io. So, I probably didn't mention this earlier, but for those of you that don't understand this rating system, A1 would be the best possible. We've never seen an overall rating of A1. The highest we've ever seen is an A2. So C2 isn't too bad, but it isn't brilliant. There's a 7-day change is down 14.86%. Again, this is kind of in line with the rest of the market. Money moving around the market, it doesn't concern me too much. The 𝗕𝗏 ratio is a D, so that is pulling it down. The fear and greed index is a C, so that's also pulling it down. Sharp ratio a D. Profitability, it's very profitable, A1. Peak end value demand C2, and moving average is D. So for me, I would be looking for a pullback and getting in at a good price if we see that in the market. But overall, I think this is a good project, and I think it's solid, and I think it's going to do well this month. So let's see how things sort of play out. I expect there to be a reversal that we see demonstrated over the coming weeks in the artificial intelligence rating system, and I expect big things. But do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. Okay, moving on to the third project, and that is Avalanche, 122.67. So it's obviously pulled back in the market. We've seen all-time high recently. This is one that we've been talking about since like $13 or $18. We've talked about this one for a long time now. Rank 11 by market cap, and we expect big things from Avalanche. Great technology, great team, and it's one that I think's under the radar, or has been for a very long time, and it's starting to come to the surface now, and more people are starting to talk about it, which is really, really good. So low cost and eco-friendly. It's, you have to go look at the white paper and have a look at the technology that sits beneath this one. If you do that and you sort of get a grasp of what it is, you will understand that it is superior in many ways. So do take a look at the white paper, have a look at the technology that sits behind it. Looks like a really solid project, really interesting, and we expect big things. So let's have a look at the artificial intelligence. It has it a B1 at the moment, so that's pretty good. It's up 1.22. A2 for the 𝗕𝗏 ratio. Sharp ratio is a D, so that is pulling it down. Profitability is A1. I mean, I just mentioned we've been talking about this one since like $13. I'm not surprised that it's profitable. Fear and greed, there isn't really any fear when it comes to Avalanche. We expect big things, and that is seen in the fear and greed index at A1, and then your moving average A2. So really, your sharp ratio is what's pulling it down here, and I am not concerned by that at all in the slightest. Do let me know what you think of Avalanche and what you expect, and would you have it in your 5 for this week? This month? Really interested to know. Okay, the fourth project, 𝗕𝗏𝗠𝗪. Okay, so I'm expecting big things from 𝗕𝗏𝗪. It looks like others are as well. It's up 9.39%, at just under $2 at 195. Again, we've been talking about this one since like 20 cent. A great project, one that we do videos on. They don't really tend to get viewed that much, but we expect big things from this project, although we don't talk about it that much on the channel. Again, solid tech, solid team. Look at that for a picture. Really liked opening the website up to seeing that. Obviously, focused on doing a bit more of a marketing campaign, which is great. We've seen obviously money available to encourage people to come over and build, which is great. But we expect big things, right? Let's have a look at the artificial intelligence. Down as a B3, which isn't too bad. It's up 5.6 for the 7-day change. Excuse me. The 𝗕𝗏 ratio is C2, so that's not great. It is pulling it down. You've got sharp ratio D, profitability A1. I just mentioned we've been talking about this since like 20 something cents. So not surprised by that. Your peak end value demand B2, so not too bad. Moving average C2, I think, you probably want to look for a pullback before making any purchases of Algorand, and the fear and greed index is A3, so that's pretty solid. So for me, again, it's the Sharpe ratio. You're seeing a theme here. There's money moving around the market, but I wouldn't be put off by that if you're looking over a sort of 30-day period. But do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on Algorand. Do you think it's going to do really well this month? I really do. I think a solid project, not only for the short term, but for the long term as well. Okay, moving on to the fifth and final one that I think is going to do really well in the month of December, and that has to be Elrona. So currently at $374, we've had recent all-time highs. Obviously, it's pulled back after reaching I think it was $560 or $540. Fantastic performance over the last sort of 30 or so days, and I expect this to bounce back. Ranked 29 at the moment. We do expect big things from Elrona, and they are delivering. Obviously, they've got their launch pad. They've got their DEX now, which is live. Some fantastic yield opportunities, so do dig into those. But the internet scale blockchain is live, and they're not messing about, guys. Again, one that we've been talking about since about $18, been all over this project, been forecasting these sorts of gains, and it's nice to see them come into fruition. The pullback, I kind of feel, is healthy. Hopefully we don't see too much fear in the market for Elrona with this pullback from 500, because there will be people that sort of jumped on the train expecting it to go and go and go and go and go. But overall, I think this is a fantastic project that is going places. But do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. If we have a look at the artificial intelligence, it's currently a B1. 7-day change is down 21%, which is huge, but that is after a parabolic push to the upside at a new all-time high, whilst the rest of the market was pulling back with Bitcoin. Head ratio is A2, so that's pretty solid. The Sharpe ratio is a D, that's kind of in line with everything else. Profitability is A1, so that's fantastic. Moving average is A2, again fantastic. And the fear and greed index is A3. It is just the Sharpe ratio, which is pretty much what's pulling everything down in the market at the moment. And that doesn't concern me in the slightest. We expect these projects to do a bit of a reversal when it comes to the artificial intelligence. We expect to see some fantastic gains, and it's just a matter of time. And I think that time is coming very, very soon. But do let me know in the comments below, what 5 projects would you pick for the month of December? Do you think we're going to have euphoria in December, or do you think we're going to see that in the new year? Really interested to get your views, your opinions. I love reading the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And I just want to say a big thank you for watching. We really do appreciate your support. So if you did enjoy the video, mash that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.